Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
You sure have heard a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. There's nothing quite like feeling the wind blowing through your hair as you carve giant ocean waves either on a surfboard or a giant ship, but sometimes this experience can become far more extreme than anyone would have wished for. Today we're going to tell you about 10 massive waves that sound unreal to listeners. Number 10. Jaws. There's a reason why Hawaii is such a popular surfing destination. You can experience the thrill of what is called one of the most epic surf spots on the face of planet Earth. Pe'ai, a world-renowned surf break on the north shore of Maui Island, has got monstrous swells that can reach up to 70 feet, pushing speeds of 30 miles per hour. Pe'ai is surfing heaven for professional riders and extreme enthusiasts. The spot was nicknamed Jaws by 3 surfers in 1975 as they noticed the swells were unpredictably shifting momentum from smaller to insane ones at a moment's notice. Increased wave magnitude, which forms massive barrels, is usually caused by underneath reef and rock formations. In 2014, its thunderous roar rattled one of the boats that was trying to get a better view of the action and found itself in the direct path of the wave. Luckily, the boat was only served with damages and no casualties were reported. Number 9. Cross waves. Cross waves, famously known as square waves, is a strange phenomenon thought to have caused many shipwrecks over the years. This rare chessboard-like pattern on the surface of the water is believed to be generated when the wind from 2 separate weather systems collides at perpendicular angles, causing waves to move in competing directions. This creates a weird square wave grid-like pattern atop the water, which looks incredibly unique and beautiful. Here's a tip: if you see these crisscross ripples, don't get mesmerized by their looks, because they can be extremely dangerous with their strong and powerful riptides. Even if you're an experienced swimmer, it's advised to leave the water if you see these types of waves around you. While the strange sight can occur anywhere around the world, Isle de Ré, an island off the west coast of France, however, is said to have a better chance of seeing the rare squares due to its geology. Number 8. Glacier carving. Ever wonder what glacier carving means? Calving is the glaciological term that simply translates into the breaking of ice from glaciers. This process is naturally initiated when small cracks and fractures in glacier ice blocks propagate into larger crevasses. Subsequently, these huge splits cause ice chunks to break off glaciers and fall into the streaming waters. Various glaciers are popular tourist destinations around the globe. In 2010, a tourist boat in Alaska witnessed carving of Holgate Glacier. Following small lumps of ice falling from the glacier side triggered a much larger carving event on the whole site. The entire cliff gradually collapsed into the ocean, prompting intense ocean waves. Fortunately, the tourist boat maintained a safe distance from the glacier, and waves passed out quickly without causing any damage to onboard passengers. The story could have been different if they were any closer to the glacier, right? Number 7. 2011 tsunami. Why do so many earthquakes strike Japan? Geologists believe that it's due to the movements of 3 most vulnerable Earth tectonic plates which lie right across this country's position. Over time, the Japanese have developed various technologies to withstand these consecutive earthquakes, but they would not have expected to get struck by one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded in the history of mankind. In 2011, the northeastern part of Japan got hit by a magnitude 9.0 earthquake, which triggered a savage tsunami that did not only devastate Japan, but its effects were felt around the globe. Japanese coastlines were thrashed by the waves that may have reached heights of up to 39 meters. Traveling at 435 miles per hour for up to 10 kilometers inland, the tsunami flooded an estimated area of 561 square kilometers in Japan. The tsunami also caused the failure of the reactor's cooling system at Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, resulting in a level 7 meltdown. Authorities had to evacuate all nearby residents because of rising radioactivity levels. The death toll in this great tsunami exceeded 20,000, with a $360 billion loss to economic and infrastructure projects. Till today, the Japanese are still recovering from the after effects of the Great Tsunami. Number 6. Southern Monster. Southern oceans are well known for their turbulent and dangerous waters. Despite accounting for more than 22% of the total ocean area, this part of the region is studied very little thanks to its remoteness. In a hope to learn more about this desolate part of the ocean, marine scientists have deployed a number of measuring instruments and devices to monitor these waters. In May of 2018, scientists were astonished when a buoy floating near Campbell Island recorded a 78-foot tall wave during an extreme storm. This record-breaking monster wave could be a result of consistent and high winds drifting along open expanse of the ocean. Although the waves in the Southern Ocean regularly exceed the 30-foot mark, it was hard to believe that they could grow to such a ridiculous height. The scientific community is excited to analyze more valuable information obtained from position devices. Let's hope that the data recorded by these devices in the near future isn't nearly as terrifying as the gigantic 78-foot wave of our nightmares. Number 5. Tidal bore. A tidal bore is a rare natural phenomenon that only occurs when a river empties into an ocean or sea. Usually, tidal bores occur during spring and flood tides and can swell up to 30 feet in height, traveling at a speed close to 40 kilometers an hour. A true tidal bore is only produced when the leading edge of an incoming tide races upstream against the flow of the normal current. China's Quantang River is thought to be one of the top 3 places where you can witness the world's largest and strongest tidal bores during the fall season. These enormous 10-meter high waves are usually produced due to the trumpet shape of the Hangzhou Bay, which narrows down from 100 kilometers to only 20 kilometers at the estuary. Besides the shape, the centrifugal force created by Earth's rotation and heavy winds from the southeast side also contribute to a rise by several meters. Number 4. Dungeons. Situated at the footsteps of the Sentinel Mountain, this surfing spot has been a top pick for many years now and a surfing paradise for extreme enthusiasts. The Dungeon spot in South Africa has got the reputation of a must-surf big wave destination among worldwide surfing experts, though its huge swells are few and far between, but definitely worth a wait. Would you believe? For the big wave, seasoned surfers wait months on the shorelines just to ride this legendary wave. During winter season, the violent ocean storms in the southern hemisphere generate the big wave. Added with frequent ground swells and offshore winds blowing from northwest, these Dungeon waves can swell well over 14 meters. Here, shark attacks have also been reported in the near past when surfers swam through deep channels to get to the breaks. Despite these dangers, the spot also proves to be an intense testing ground for pro surfers keen to showcase their classic surfing skills. Number 3. Operation Hardtack. The United States has got one of the most enormous weapon production infrastructures and military research labs around the globe, and in 1958 they made sure that everyone is well aware of that, including their enemies. Operation Hardtack, the United States carried out as many as 35 nuclear detonations in the Pacific Ocean. On May 16th, a nuclear device was positioned 150 meters deep in the ocean to analyze underwater nuclear explosions and the radiation effects. And what happened next was truly unbelievable. As the bomb set off, within no time, a giant mushroom-like spray dome appeared on the water surface that reached vertically 250 meters into the air. The detonation generated a huge base surge in the water, and as a result, this largest man-made wave raced across the ocean surface with speeds of up to 22 knots, wiping out almost everything in its way. Researchers at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory posted hundreds of declassified nuclear test footage on the organization's YouTube channel in order to digitize the archival films before they completely decompose in storage. Number 2. The Cyclops. How would you describe a dangerous wave? Giant size, enormous power, or by its destructiveness? The Cyclops has got all of it. You may have a chance to ride this wave just off the Esperance coast in Western Australia, but think twice because even pro surfers fear to ride the Cyclops. This heaviest and possibly thickest wave can only be accessed by boat, and that's the reason why Cyclops is one of the least surfed waves in the world. Its instantly varying depths with tremendous rolls and swells causes Cyclops to take the shape unlike any wave in the world. This one-of-a-kind wave has earned its name Cyclops from when it blasts right into razor-sharp oval-like coral reefs, causing Cyclops which literally engulfs the waves itself. The average swell can range between 1 to 2 meters, but the most powerful ones can reach up to 6 meters and higher. Pro tip: if you're planning the Cyclops surfing holiday at the far south of Western Australia, try to find some local surf guides. And number 1. Clipper Race Waves. Looking for a reason why these waves are placed on the top of our list? It's their unpredictable nature which is feared most. Professional skippers and some of the amateur enthusiasts team up for the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race. The Clipper Race is one hell of a ride across various stretches of the ocean which involves some challenging circumnavigations, and every time the route changes the sail gets more daunting than the previous one. To win the competition, participants have to deal with hurricane-strength waves that can completely cause panic on board. Video footage from one of the yachts reveals that these phenomenal waves in the cross-ocean journey can reach a height of 40 feet at times, in addition to having to deal with consistent wind gusts of over 80 knots. Despite all the dangers in this thrill ride, every year Clipper Race continues to inspire a lot out there by surfing down these giant waves in various regions with courage far beyond the height of these waves. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.